Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Solo Leveling Arise, Black Thunder here. So before we jump onto the main video, let's cover this quick. So Netmarble Creator Plus program is going on, so you can support me for free codes. The season just started, and if you want the codes as soon as possible, so I am your guy. Like I submit all the missions on day one and send them your way as soon as possible. And not only that, if you cannot support any creator, like Netmarble site doesn't work or location issues or network issues, so you can join my Discord. The link is in description. I send loose codes there, so you can join and you can get the codes as fast as I can, like send it your way whenever they get approved. And if you're new to the channel, do hit that like, subscribe and share, and hit that notification bell too. Like I was reading these developer notes, and there is a ton of things that are coming, like a huge ton of things that we can expect, like in December, or so many things are coming. And even in 2026 they gave a teaser, which I'll tell you. Like here they are mentioning that they hinted at a major change in the combat system. They're referring to the attribute overload thing. So they would like to share this with the hunters, like detail, so they can imagine better what hunters to go for, because that will completely change the combat system. You can read here, but still it is a work in progress. So there will be some changes when it finally comes out, but we can get a better hint of that by seeing all the things. New combat system, attribute infusion. Hunters, we know many of you have been curious about the major overhaul of the combat system that we hinted at in our previous developer note. Today, we'd like to provide you a clearer explanation of the dynamic flow of combat, which text alone couldn't fully convey. Like I said, they are now showing you. You can see there is three elements: water, wind, and light, and there are little bit time duration and the percentage. Like attack enemies with their weakness attribute to fill the gauge, the attribute infusion gauge, and at 100% it will go into overload state. It will trigger that, and when it goes into that state, so you can deal even more damage. You can see you deal damage enhanced comparison to the normal attacks. So this will be the major change in combat system. And not only that, we can experiment with ton of hunters, because there will be future attribute hunters. So you can see there is water, wind, and light, so we can try different combos, because now this will completely change our combat system. I'm looking forward to it. Now comes the overseer's forbidden library. Hunters, the overseer's forbidden library was originally designed as a challenge type content to test the combinations of multiple hunters. However, we first launched at the content, we faced the difficult question: should we overwhelm hunters from the start with a high level of difficulty, or should we gradually adjust the difficulty while observing how hunters engage with it? Since last update, we have realized for many hunters, the current library has become less about the thrill of the challenge and more about repeatedly obtaining rewards. This was not the experience that was intended for Forbidden Library. Therefore, we have decided to restore the library to its original purpose. From now on, the Forbidden Library will no longer be a simple repetitive grind. Depending on the difficulty you choose, it will require a deep strategy and careful planning, offering hunters a true challenge type content experience. So we can imagine the difficulty will be increased, and we have to be really careful, because we can only choose one breaker, one support, and one DPS, and we have to go with that. Like I made a guide, and since it is opening tomorrow, so maybe I'll do it on live, just to make a live guide. Let's see. Like many people were complaining it was too easy. Now let's see what will be the difficulty. Coming to the next thing, like custom draw for a clearer sense of choice and focus. During our recent developer livestream, many hunters shared valuable feedback requesting a reduction in the number of slots in the custom drop list. Like, I don't know about that. We deeply understand your desire to obtain your preferred hunters at a higher probability, and we truly empathize with that wish. Internally, we conducted extensive technical reviews. We also wanted to implement this change as soon as possible. However, this is not possible since it will require a major app update. So they can not put it into immediate effect. They will need to update this. Therefore, in the upcoming December update, like you can see, it is coming in December update, the slots will be reduced from 4 to 3, and it will offer us a higher probability or higher rates just to get the hunters or weapons that we want. So this is a major big change which is coming in December, because the slots will reduce from 4 to 3. That will gradually increase the rates, the hunters that are sitting in our custom list. So it will like ensure our chances to make them A5 even faster, because obviously in 4 there was a ton of RNG. You lose sometimes or you get something which you don't want. Like I want to do my L1 and Leonard A5. Also, new weapon must be coming, so I have to save custom and weapon tickets for that too. But weapon ticket is already like two list, so it is already good enough. So let's see what Netmarble managed to cook. And also a small tip from development team: if you're planning to participate in custom draw soon, we cautiously recommend saving few tickets just to try after the update when the rates will be more favorable. Like I said, start saving your custom and rate up tickets, especially custom tickets for this new rate up. And this is the Kamish raid, the new co-op event which will be coming. Let me just save this image. Maybe I'll use it in thumbnail. Dear hunters, we are excited to bring you the news of a massive raid content, Kamish raid, that will once again set your hearts racing. In the past, the breath of a dragon that poured forth from the massive gates in Western America incinerated like countless people, and its overwhelming terror was recorded as humanity's greatest calamity. The legendary battle where those heroes risk their life will finally stand atop the ashes of the catastrophe. Now, in Boundary of Phantom Dreams, that will be might the name of the event. It is your turn, hunters, to become protagonist of the legendary battle. So, Kamish Raid will be a co-op event, and it will be PVE, person versus or players versus enemy. Like it will be computer enemy. And if you look closely, it will be a hunter stage. You have to use hunters instead of like SW. And I just saw like Sioren's face. Like I don't even want to talk about Kamish Raid. It is just a co-op event of hunters, and Netmarble wants to make me spend on this dress again. I'll just save it for thumbnail purpose. Nothing else. Nothing serious. Nothing sus. To celebrate the holiday season, new hunter costume will be added. Reward will be added to season 1, season 2 groups in all out guild war. New SSR weapon is coming for HW, and it will be similar to that Truth Demon Knight Spear, which is the guild spear that we use. So there might be another weapon that might be like Truth version of any existing weapon. Let's see. Like maybe it might be Truth Zeke's fragment because Zeke is bad or scary, you never know. And Lim, new hunter archive will be added, and secret library, so we can get more rewards. And in battlefield of time, the monsters will no longer wander if like they have not recognized the player. Like once the timer starts, and if you're not recognized by the enemies, they're wandering here and there. So there is kind of RNG, so this will like reduce the RNG. It is really nice. Like in this BOT too, and especially in that Kargalgan BOT, the mobs are wandering here and there before we start dashing, so it is really good. It is a nice change for once. New challenge medals will be added, and during BOT, the calculation process, all bosses can be practiced. So this is really nice. We can like try out different strategies, different skills, and even if new skills are like introduced, so it is a really good thing. Like BOT players will go crazy for this. Proof of strong Voltaire will be added, so you just have 1 month to clear the POS 20 of yogurt and get all the like rewards. I just got it in my F2P account last night while doing the live stream. New story modes is added. Shadow Enforcer will allow you to like resend completed missions. New hunter cooperative training system will be added. This growth feature increases the hunter stats based on their attribute or class, so this is also nice. Select the desired attribute or class to train, and the effects will apply on hunters of that like class. And here is Christopher Reed, and I'll just save this for thumbnail purpose, obviously. Like just read this, he is not just any hunter, focus on that. Like Netmarble is saying this clearly, you have to summon for him. And you wanted a broken national hunter, here it is, we are giving it to you. Christopher Reed will be the first master to the new combat rules, which I'm referring to or I'm thinking is the attribute overload. Like I said, the leaks might change, but he will be the first attribute overload hunter, that I know for sure. Like he might become the unit which everyone wants to summon for, the most important and like basic unit, just to like combat with the new combat rules. And they're scheduling a developer live stream to talk about this in early December. I'm excited for that too. And this is the new PvP system that is coming in January 2026. I'm excited for that too. I just hope they test it out and there are no bugs, because I'm tired of bugs already. Hunters, a brand new PvP content is coming to bring like fresh thrills to the battle, and the time has come where you test your and prove your strength. And this is the like redeem code, so you can claim it. It will give you like 1500 free essence stones and other materials which are really necessary. So Kamish is coming, new changes in BOT is coming, Voltaire Workshop, Proof of Strong is coming, and the new attribute Overload Hunter Christopher Reed is coming. And in like 2026 start the Jan, it is coming, the PvP, so we can expect a lot of great things. And not to mention, Sioran's new costume is coming, and I don't want to spend on it. But Netmarble is like speaking or shouting in my face that spend on that skin. So we can expect a lot of great things. And do let me know your views in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.